Hello, it's Sandra, and today is May 14th, 2014. Uh, my highest weight, about a dozen years ago, 364. I always remember that because that was a whole life situation there. Right before surgery, when I decided to pursue surgery, I was 295. That was my surgery, by the way, was March 13th, 2013. 31313, easy to remember. Day of surgery, I was 287. I think 2 weeks ago, I was about 187. I've been hovering, trying to stay under 190. And today I am 185, down 112 pounds. For me, I do have a goal. My goal is very health driven. I was happy in most respects. I mean, I was big, but I was pretty happy. So for me, goal isn't a feeling. I wasn't trapped in a bad relationship. I had really nothing to complain about except for, well, cancer and diabetes. Okay, I could complain about those legitimately. This surgery was my solution. And it's been working. So today I saw my oncologist today for a 6-month follow-up. I've had cancer twice, once a stage 4. I had it twice in 2 years and was diagnosed with diabetes. I have a lot of icky things going on. Today, she told me my glucose was 90, and that was not fasting, so I'm not sure if it's supposed to be higher or lower when you're fasting, but it was not fasting, 90. My internist, the last time I saw him, described it as resolved, and that apparently is the key word there. So don't have diabetes, don't have cancer. All my numbers, she said, are fantastic. I asked her, what can I do? I mean, my family's got a lot of cancer. I've had it twice, and I'm only 53. My mom and her sisters had it at age 60, 61, 62. All 3 girls had breast cancer, so I always thought that's what I would have. I asked her what else I can be doing, and she's like, losing weight. That's the big one, especially abdominal weight, pressing on your organs, right? Waist size, I think 34. Mine is not a 34. I think next time I'll measure my waist and see where I am with that. But I am working on very health driven goals, and they numbers do tell the story for me with that. Let's see. I'm 25 pounds from my doctor's goal, which is 160. Weight loss is very slow going these days for me. I do, go off on a few things. I had to get rid of all my Quest bars because some days I was really great with them, didn't have them or had half of one. Other days, stress would drive me. I would, I'm responsible. This is about accountability. My videos, I guess I'm documenting for myself, but helping me to be accountable. And I had to get rid of the Quest bars. I've been staying away from popcorn because I can just eat so much of it. It is shocking. And I am not replenishing my house for in the near future with peanut butter, another favorite food of mine. So I just can't have favorite foods in the house. What I have to have are foods I like but don't love. If I love them, I just trigger eating too many of them when I'm in the mood. And I'm in the mood too often or find excuses. So this Thursday, I will be seeing my bariatric surgeon, Dr. Joe Sart, for the first time since surgery. I've seen his staff once or twice since surgery. I think I have been negligent on my follow-ups, but I will see him, and I know he'll be happy with my results, although I am not down where he had hoped I'd be in a year. He'd hoped for 160. I've lost 115. Obviously, I feel good about that. But it would be great. I want to get below 160 for a number of different reasons. So I will not only see him this Thursday, and I want to ask him what is it, bougie, I don't know what size he made my stomach, and I'd like to ask him about that. And I remember at our consultation, he had mentioned that he had tips and tricks if a person didn't get down to their goal weight, and I'd like to find out what those are. I don't know if they're medications. The only medication I am on now currently is Dexilant for my acid reflux, and I haven't been able to get off of that yet. But I do want to talk to him about that, see what I could maybe try replacing it with. Just something a little, less expensive. Good grief. I think I'm paying Well, I don't remember. I'm paying a lot for it right now. If I could get something over the counter, I know that there's this a process of getting off Dexalent. If any of you know about that, if you've had experience with it, gosh, I would love to hear about that. Please comment or contact me. I have been watching on YouTube Dr. Matthew Weiner's videos on plant-based protein post-bariatric surgery diets of huge interest to me. Consequently, I have been including more vegetables and fruits in my diet, but still trying to be 700 to 800 calories a day. My carbs are a little higher, consequently. But if they are good carbs, if it's because I ate an apple, you know what? Nobody got fat on an apple, so I'm not going to worry about that. It helps keep you regular. You know, there's just a million reasons why I think that would be good. I don't think I'm going to try to be 80 or 90 grams of protein anymore. I think his video said after 6 months, like 55 would be good. I do know that having more protein keeps me more satisfied. And so I'm not looking to get off of it, but I am trying to, again, incorporate those two things as well as some legumes and some nuts and seeds. Those are so caloric, though, and God, I love nuts. Let's see, I made a few notes here, but I am obviously trying to minimize the processed foods because I see a huge trap. I see where Pete's coffee. I see that a lot of people who've had these surgeries are just, I don't know, kind of living on a lot of processed foods, and it's not what I want for the lifestyle that I'm kind of aiming for with this. I've had Mexican food 2 days in a row, and I'm going to have it again today. Happy Cinco. Seeing my former boyfriend. We're going to go grab something. I haven't had any margaritas. You know, I haven't had an alcoholic drink since last summer. Don't miss it too much. I see some pictures, whatever, of people who've had these bariatric surgery with their glasses of wine and wine this and wine that. You know what? I don't know. In my mind, you may as well be holding up a cookie. I mean, isn't it all the same thing? It's all like a form of sugar. I don't know. Maybe I can say that about chips and other things. I guess all I can say is it's not a turn on for me. And, you know, people love it. Boy, they should be living here because I'm, you know, a stone's throw from Napa Valley and everybody here is a big wine drinker. Yes. So anyway, so the 2 days I had Mexican food. Okay, no margaritas, no chips. I had no rice, no beans. Although it wouldn't be terrible to eat beans if they weren't, you know, refried in super lard. I had baked snapper on a salad. I mean, it's California, so you can avoid the fried, you know, the bad foods here pretty easily. I'm fortunate in that there's some, you know, because of where I live, there are gluten-free. Not that that's what I'm going for, but you can get almost anything in a wrap, like a lettuce wrap. You can easily avoid bread if you are determined to. And let's see, the second day I had Mexican food. I had a prawn, which is interesting, a prawn Louis, not a shrimp Louis, but a prawn Louis. Again, no tortillas, rice, beans, margaritas, all that. And I'm not missing it. I did have a few spoonfuls of a really delicious pot au creme. This was up at Nick's Cove, which is in Marshall, which is on the northern coast of California. Tonight, going out with my former boyfriend. Not sure what I'll have. They didn't have the menu online, but I know that I will not be diving into the chips or the margaritas and all that business. You know what it is summer's coming around. All my favorite, I love street festivals, love fairs. I know that I am going to indulge, you know, to some degree with those things. And right now, I'm not feeling like it's screaming my name. It's not even hot enough for me to really want it. So easier for me today to shine it on and enjoy it at a time I really, really want it. I am doing more walking. I see a trainer 3 times a week for half an hour lifting weights. I am trying to do more destination walking. I have a post office like, I don't know, a quarter mile or so away from me. That's where I get my mail. So I walk there 2-3 times a week. I've been walking to Whole Foods, which is, I don't know, maybe a mile away. I'm not really sure. I'd have to look it up. But I do know it's, okay, I went with a friend the other day and it was 11,000 steps to and from. So, you know, that's obviously a good thing. Just trying to do more. Walking is so good for your lymphatic system. And I had a lymphoma, so that's really good. Gentle on your joints. Not that I have problems, but I don't want any. So been walking. Reached out to Mayvet. I think it's Mayvet VSG or VSG Mayvet. Anyway, just always seemed like such a fun, nice girl, woman. And turns out she lives very close, and I knew it because in her video she talked about getting together with a few people to do a Golden Gate Bridge walk. Sounds like fun. I've only done it once. I did it back when the Golden Gate Bridge had its 50th anniversary. I was a member of the Guardian Angels, and we did that. We were a group among billions of groups. I'm surprised the bridge could hold us all up, but that was a lot of fun. But that was quite a while ago. So it would be a lot of fun to do it. And anyway, I'm not sure when it's going to be. It's sometime in June. I hope I will be in town. I'm off and away, but anyway. I am fitting in size 14s, but I'm buying 12s. And this is a habit I've always had. I've always hoping to be a smaller size. You know, usually it was like I was a 24, hoping to get to a 20. Right now I'm okay with it because I'm really determined I am going to fit in 12s, and I'm not buying a lot. I'm just buying, I just feel like, well, I have enough clothes now as a 14 to get me through the early part of summer. And if I could by July or so get into 12s, that would be historic. We'll have a parade. It would be I will be wearing, and that would be just amazing. I am very excited. I'm going to a black tie gala May 17th. A friend invited me to join her at its hospital affair, and a big tented, you know, fancy pant event. And I bought a cocktail dress that's a 14 that I felt was too tight to wear, but I put it on the other day, and, you know, my training and the few pounds I have lost made a difference. I can wear that. I'm really excited about it because I think I'm going to feel really pretty. Okay, gosh, enough with the ums. I just wanted to comment. I saw Rose's Back to Basics video today on satiety. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that word, after weight loss surgery. Wow, what a great video. This is the thing, is we're all making videos as we're losing weight, and I so appreciate the people who continue to post years into their years past their surgery and after goal, or maybe they didn't quite hit goal, but in other words, you know, how are they doing? Because again, that is what we hear time and time again is the most challenging part of this. And I know for me it is, because in my life I've either had my weight creeping up or going down, which is so exciting and fun. And I think it's going to be a real doozy to maintain. I feel like I've got some very good lifestyle habits right now, but I bet a lot of other people did too, and they've put on some weight. And it's not that I don't expect 10% or so. I think that's why I want to get to goal and below goal, because I know about that, and I'm not convinced yet that I'm going to need surgery. I mean, if you looked at me right now, you'd think, oh yeah, her arms. Well, I'm not going to show you right now, but okay, there it is. That was a sneak peek. You know, pretty brutal, right? So better than they were. And my trainer and I have noticed, I've been working with him for 2 years, even though my surgery was only last year. Big improvement. And I'm not super vain. I'd like to be able to avoid it if I can. If I eat right, if I eat good nutrition, if I keep working out. I am not expecting perfect arms. But I would be, if I could avoid huge incisions, I don't know, it seems like maybe there's a possibility I can avoid it. We'll see. I guess it's not, that's not my biggest hurdle. Let me get to goal first. So anyway, I just went to a store and I picked up some crackers. I was looking for some low carb options. I haven't found anything under like 16 grams of carbs, but I did today. And I paid a real price for it. So I will share my cracker haul shortly. Happy Cinco.